Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. In my previous video, we took delivery of our auction Ferrari 360. So we were at the shop and we received the delivery there, did a brief inspection of the car and inventoried all the components we were supposed to convey with the sale and determined everything was there except for the car cover. We're going to reach out to the previous owner and see if he can get us that. And also, while we were there, we were doing kind of an orientation with the vehicle. We're trying to get to learn all the systems. And what's new to us is this Ferrari immobilizer. So on this particular car, you have an immobilizer. You have to hit the button and within 30 seconds, start the car, or it locks you out and it goes into the, the security mode where it can't be started. Trying to learn that was a little frustrating. So we got back here to the garage and looked through the owner's manual, figured out the parameters of the system, and at that point we felt confident enough for the drive. That drive is in that previous video where we started smelling the gas, and we have now determined that it's coming from the passenger side fuel pump. According to the records we got with the car, the driver's side fuel pump and sending unit was replaced about 9 months ago. So after talking to a bunch of people in the Ferrari community, they said that the pumps probably should be changed in tandem because the plastic tends to age the same. So if one of them is going to take a crap on you, both of them are probably going to go. We went ahead and just put the car in the garage here, and Alex and I started doing an inventory of some of the obvious stuff we found needed to be addressed right away, and try to maximize our order with Reassembly when we're getting the parts to kind of mitigate the freight charges, because as you know, freight right now is pretty expensive. So we walked the car and we found a lot of fasteners that were missing, incorrect, and we made a nice master list of all the stuff we can obviously see while the car is on the ground and put that in the order with the fuel pump. And along with that, we went ahead and did some timing belts, tensioners, because we know that's going to be done. Because with the records we have, we don't show that the timing belts have been done. The previous owner said they were done a handful of years ago, but we don't know what that means, and I don't want to risk it. So while it's here, we're going to go ahead and get it up on the lift and take advantage of this time to get all the little tidbits taken care of. Timing belts, look at the coolant, and possibly even the heat exchanger, and get all that stuff done so we know we've got a bulletproof car, hopefully. So anyway, let me take you around and kind of show you some of the small stuff that we were working with, and it's just nitpick stuff, but it drives me crazy. So it's going to get addressed. It's going to take us a while, but like I said, this isn't the end-all list. This is just what we can see while the car is sitting on the ground. Once it's on the lift, who knows? We'll find out. So let me take you a little tour around here. Okay, so first thing is the screws in the door cards. So these screws are not the right ones, so the rubber is all sticking up here and looks bad. They got some big pan head screws in there that are too tall. We got to swap those out. And then underneath the door card, we're missing the screws along the bottom there. That's not good. We got to get those done. Then when you come to the instrument cluster, the previous owner put a K40 radar detector system in, and they used these screw holes for the LED lights. Well, that's great, but this system doesn't work anymore. So we're going to take those out and get our screws back in there. Also in the interior, we have these screws that hold the panels over the fuse and relay boxes here, and they did not put back the decorative washers that go around those screws, and some of the screws are not even in. So behind the passenger seat there, we're missing one or two, and then we got to put those decorative washers back in. Here is what the decorative washer should look like when it's in situ. So this is what it's supposed to look like. And we're missing the screw down here on that one. Now when you come to the engine compartment, we're missing screws like right here, right there, and a few others in the engine compartment. So we're going to get those buttoned up. Missing washers. See that? So you're supposed to have that washer there. Boom, no washer. Come on this side over here, missing a washer, missing a washer. And this is just little stuff that drives me crazy. We're going to address all that. So let me take you over here to our table. All right, so here's our heel tensioner bearings, and tensioner tool. We've got the flywheel locking device, our auxiliary belts down here, our cam belts, and this huge array of screws here that are all missing. So up here, this top corner, this is the actual carpet keepers for the mats. They were gone. And screws for the door cards at the top. They had the wrong ones in there, causing the rubber to kind of bow. And then we have, these are screws for the engine compartment side panels that cover all the F1 transmission stuff. So we're missing screws there, the associated washers, some decorative washers for some of the areas near the relays, screw for the relay cover, some dashboard screws are missing. These are the actual clips for the belly pan to hold the belly pan screws in. These are all the screws we counted missing in the belly pan there. Look at that. And then, and that's the ones we could see without getting on a lift. And then more washers are missing, and then more screws for the door cards. I don't know if you can see that little screw there. So this is just our first assessment of what's missing that we needed to get. You look at that number of screws right there and you think, wow, that's a lot of screws. Let me show you why. So you come back over here, the back of this thing. Take a look at that. So that's the belly pan left a flap there. And I pointed this out during the auction, and that there was missing screws here. You can see the scratches underneath there that we did from the drive, because obviously it was loose, it was barely staying up there, and it came down while we were driving. So we gotta fix that. But these are little things that we can see while it's on the ground, but once we get this thing running again on the lift, we're gonna get a little further into it. Okay, so Alex is gonna actuate the top, and we're gonna get the top up so we can access the fuel pump location right down here. So he's working on this right now, so here we go. All right, stop right there. A little bit more. A little bit more. Okay, I think that's good. Okay. All right, now we got to prop this thing up. Oop. It's gonna... Yeah. I think we're gonna. Let's get.
Left it.
No, it's not good for that. Let's go and get those towels over there on top of the 308. Get those moving towels over here and let's put it on the window. I didn't know this thing wouldn't stay up.
Let's see, right here.
Yeah, somewhere's wedge it so it'll stay up. Put it, I guess, in the middle. Can you get it in the middle?
Middle of.
Just right here in the glass, right here. See if you can shim that up. Put it right here.
It's gonna lower a lot.
Yeah, but if we have to get a box or something on there. Yeah, that'll at least hold it for right now.
Oh, maybe not.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
film this.
Yeah, so that's the service panel right here we need to get out because the pump's underneath here. All right, so we got our support via Reassembly box there. Get these nuts out of here. Yeah, I'd rather be driving it when we first get it instead of friggin' having to fix it. You know? Shoot our luck, man. We'd end up on the side of the road in a fireball. Alright, so all the screws are out. There's the culprit. Look at the fuel coming out the top. So, that's what we need to get out of there. So first things first, we're going to disconnect the fuel line. Okay, there's that. Alright, then we're going to do the electrical line here. Okay, lift up and out. Okay. Alright, we're disconnected. Alright, I don't know if our big channel locks are going to get down here to get this thing off. I think we're going to have to beat it off with a friggin' hammer and a screwdriver. But look how it shifted over. It's weird that the fuel is still coming up.
Yeah, full tank of gas.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, we're not going to be able to get that in there. I'm going to have to get that off the screwdriver. This thing is like just in a bad situation, like those damn Ferraris, man. too bad. Well, I don't speak just yet.
Crack it or something.
Shh. Put a screwdriver through the tank. It's because it's aluminum. Here we go. All right. Previous owner paid like $900, I think, for the fuel pump and like $750 labor for this. I'll do this for $750. Let's see. So there's a lock ring, which we did replace. Woo! The gas smells getting...
It's bad.
Okay.
Oh, shit. Oh, man. Family friendly.
Yeah, you'll have to bleep that.
It's hot. All that stuff just goes right into the fuel.
That's amazing. It just, yeah.
Talk about the smell of gas.
This whole thing's just coming apart, man.
It's full of...
Yeah, shit.
What the fuck do you do with that?
I don't know. Let me put this wire over here.
Want me to get a bucket?
Let's see.
Probably get a bucket so you don't spill fuel everywhere, right?
Yeah. All right, here we go. Oopsie daisy, here we go. Come on, don't get on the freaking roof. Got it. All right, let's go out and dump this shit. Look at that. 18-year-old fuel pump. But why did it just come apart like that? It came right out of those receivers. Okay, let's get the new one.
This fool didn't wear gloves. Now he's gonna put gloves on. Oop. You got smart and put some gloves on.
Yeah. So, new fuel pump, new gasket, and new lock ring. So I think this should be enough to do it. But look at that, that's all together. So, if they improved the design at all or not. All right, let's open this stuff up. All right, so O-ring, new fuel pump. Can you believe that all the electrics that are inside of this thing? Look at this. It's got open exposed wire connection stuff inside the tank. It's just crazy. Okay, I gotta make sure that I orient it correctly. Let me pull the plug off there. Okay. And then we've got the new lock ring. Looks like here's our fuel ring, our gasket goes right there. That's cool. All right, let me throw this. Okay, so we've got the new fuel pump, the lock ring, and a gasket. So hopefully this will solve the problem. And I want to get in there fast because the garage is starting to smell like gasoline in here. All right, we're just cleaning up the mating surface here on the gasket's going. Okay. Now we're ready for the gasket. New gasket. Come on. Now fuel pump. It's just like this, huh? Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, okay, so now we're gonna put the lock ring down. Give it a little push. I'm gonna snug it up with this. Last little touch up here. Okay, I think we're tight. Alright, so connection to the gas hose, fuel line, okay. Make sure that sucker's not coming off. Pump kicks on. And then, our electrical connection. There we go. Where's the little yellow tab thing? Oh, there it is, safety. Hoping I didn't
See a Nimrod and mess that up. Okay, there we go. I heard it click. We're good, right? Put the lock tab back in. Okay, let me wipe it up, and then we're going to take it for a test drive. What do you think, Al?
I'm not the best cameraman.
We'll get it. So we just got to watch and make sure nothing pools up there so it's flowing out like it was obviously doing.
You might also know if we turn into a fireball.
We'll be on Jalopnik. We'll be famous, right? Do we dare grab the fire extinguisher when we go?
Oh, 100%. I was going to get it no matter what.
All right. I think I got everything dried up so we can see.
360.
Yeah. That's a new name. Fireball Ferrari. That's our new nickname for it. I'm just cleaning up all the sponge here that's been collected here. You can see. Yeah, look at that.
Might take me a few tries to figure this thing out. Am I gonna die?
I don't think you're going to die.
Hey, get that fire extinguisher ready.
It's on the wall.
Alright. Oh yeah, it's working.
So far, it's looking good. Go ahead, back it up. We're good, man.
Well, I really smelled it when I gave it a little bit of gas.
What now?
I really smelled I gave it a little bit of gas. We're gonna give it a little bit.
Yeah, try it. No, I think we're good, man. Yeah, hang on. Put our top back down. Let me move the box. All right, so we did initial test fire. We're not seeing any leaks out of the top of the gas tank where the pump goes in. So we're going to take it on its, I guess, official maiden voyage. Since the voyage from the shop to here, we sprung a leak. So let's see how it does. Getting a check engine light.
Pulling out of the driveway, we got a check engine light.
So let's see. Hold on.
What do you think?
Yeah.
Well, we got a won't shift into first or reverse, and we're in the middle of the road. Nice. We had a little mishap earlier. We'll talk more about it when we get back to the shop. Kind of embarrassing, but we'll fill y'all in a second. But for now, still have a check engine light, but everything else seems to be going all right.
Damn, I'm already at speed. Shit.
Looks like we'll shine the lights on the Ferrari.
I can't believe that I screwed that one up.
Tow truck's right there. We would have been good. Watch for deer.
Okay, after our first initial test drive, we went about a mile, maybe a mile and a half. And it looks like we've got the problem solved. Look at that, it's dry. No problems. So we're gonna go ahead and leave this off, and we're gonna do a longer test drive because we got a check engine light. It might be because we had that disconnected, or something like that. Who knows? But we're gonna.
Why don't you
try
explain why we were stuck on the side of the road for 5 minutes?
Okay, well, all right, he busted me. So anyway, we pulled down the street, and I pulled up to the intersection, and I put it in neutral, and then when I tried to move forward, it wouldn't go into gear, reverse or auto or anything. Well, I didn't realize that you have to put your foot on the brake, even in this car. So.
Is your foot on the brake? And he goes, no. I'm like, put your foot on the brake and try it. And There you go.
So we learned something
Had the
today.
hazards on. We were thankfully no one was behind us. We were sitting there like a bunch of idiots. It's pretty funny. I didn't get it on camera. I was like, this is really embarrassing. I'm gonna have to push this thing out of the way. So I stopped filming.
So we were almost prepared to call a tow truck, but
yeah,
anyway.
well, we passed one on the way home. Like, look, it was right there around us. We would have been fine anyways. So yeah.
Okay. All right, so we're gonna run another test drive. We'll see how this
It's
goes.
my turn this time.
Yeah.
Check engine light, it's fine, don't worry about it.
Yeah. So we gotta fix the oil temperature gauge, it's not working.
Yeah. Damn, man.
Press that. Okay, after a couple test drives, we determined that no more leaks. So take him in, Al, and show him there. Dry as a bone. Yeah, it looks good. Okay, so we're going to come in and put the cover back in place.
I'm holding this up currently, just for whatever it's worth. So I'm going to try and do my best to film here.
Okay. So get these screws back in here. And next thing we got to tackle is the oil temperature gauge not working, which according to a previous repair estimate, the previous owner declined the service, which he told us in the auction that it was fixed. There were no issues that were to be resolved. So I'm going to address that with him tomorrow. Pretty quick repair, actually.
Took all of what, 30 minutes tops?
Yeah, I think we spent more time hot dogging in it than we were working on it.
It's not a bad thing.
No. Gotta test the work. That's it. So,
Just like that.
we are ready to go.
Just a little warm. Had some fun. So what do you think?
Great ride. Really impressed, but we've got a few more tweaks to get done. We got a check engine light we got to look into. We got to find the port so we can get a read on it. But most likely I'll probably go to Ferrari on Saturday and get that what the hell did I do inspection done. Not a PPI, but what the hell did I do inspection. And once we get that done, I think we'll see how many awards it actually has and if we had a good buy. So until next time.